So, hello class. I will not be able to meet you for tomorrow and on Thursday because I will be having my seminar starting tomorrow until Saturday. So for this one, I'm recording this so that you could watch it, and then I will share other videos for other examples on this lesson. So I will start here in our first topic for the finals, Module 4, Logic Puzzle. So let's start. So logic puzzles can be solved by using deductive reasoning and a chart that enables us to display the given information in a visual manner. So you already you are already done with the deductive reasoning, and the other one, what is that? The other type of reasoning, inductive and deductive reasoning. So for these logic puzzles, we're going to use the deductive reasoning, and that we are going to interpret the given clues or the given problem uh, using charts or graphs, tables, or other type of information that could be written or drawn in a visual manner. So let's have an example for this logic puzzle. So each of four neighbors, Sian, Maria, Sarah, and Brian, has a different occupation. It's either editor, banker, chef, or dentist. From the following clues, determine the occupation of each neighbor. So we are going to determine what is the occupation of Sian, Maria, Sarah, and Brian just by uh, interpreting the given clues here. So we have four clues here. The first one is Maria gets home from work after the banker, but before the dentist. The second one is Sarah, who is the last to get home from work, is not the editor. The third one is the dentist and Sarah leave for work at the same time. The fourth one is that the banker lives next door to Brian. So we are going to draw this clues, or we are going to put it in a table so that it will be easier for us to solve this puzzle. So using deductive reasoning, from clue 1, Maria is not the banker or the dentist. So in the following chart, we are going to write X1, which stands for ruled out by clue 1. So we are going to ruled out, or we are going to uh, put a mark that's we're saying that Maria here is not the banker because it is from the clue 1 that Maria is not the banker or the dentist. So for the next clue, from clue 2, Sarah is not the editor. So we will put X2 here in the editor column of Sarah's row. Uh, and we know from clue 1 that the banker is not the last to get home. So here in clue 2, Sarah, who is the last to get home. So it will be uh, a given fact that since Sarah is the last one to get home, and here we know from the clue 1 that the banker is not the last one to get home, because from clue 1, Maria gets home from work after the banker but before the dentist. That's why here in clue 1, it is saying here that the banker is going home first before the dentist. So if we are going to interpret that clue, the banker is not the last one to get home. So we have to put an X mark here in Sarah's row and the banker's column. And we know from clue that Sarah is the last to get home, therefore Sarah is not the banker. So we are going to write x2 in the bunker column of Sarah's row. So for clue 3, Sarah is not the dentist. So we're going to put an X mark here in Sarah's row and the dentist column. There are now X's for 3 of the 4 occupation in Sarah's row. So if we are going to look at the chart that we had created, we already excluded the 3 job for Sarah, and the remaining one is the chef. So it means that Sarah could be our chef according from the clues. So since Sarah is the chef, none of the other 3 people can be the chef. So since we have now Sarah as our chef, we can now put an X mark here for Sian as the chef, or Maria as the chef, and Brian as the chef, because we already had Sarah as our chef. Now we are going to continue here. So for the clue 4, Brian is not the bunker. So we're going to look at Brian's row. And since Brian is not the bunker, we're going to exclude the bunker option for him. And now that since we have 3 X mark for Brian, because he is not the editor, he is not the bunker, he is not the chef. So therefore, we can conclude that Brian is our dentist. And since Brian is our dentist, we could write here at Sian's row that he is no longer could be the dentist. Same for Maria, since our dentist is Brian, so Maria is not our dentist. So we're going to put X mark here in their column for Sian and Maria. Now, the remaining option for Sian is that he is our bunker. So we're going to put a check mark here in Sian's row and bunker's column. And the remaining for Maria is that we have here the editor column and Maria's row. So here we already had our answer for this logic puzzle. So next we have this excursion, the KENKEN puzzles. So KENKEN is an arithmetic based logic puzzle that was invented by the Japanese mathematics teacher Tetsuya Miyamoto in 2004. The noun Ken has knowledge and awareness as synonyms. Hence, KENKEN translates as knowledge squared or awareness squared. In recent years, the popularity of KENKEN has decreased at a dramatic rate. More than 1 million KENKEN puzzle books have been sold, but uh, we are saying here that KENKEN became popular, but still I don't know this kind of puzzle, so it's still new for me, and that's why I try to study it for the last week before your exam, and I'm going to try to teach you this KENKEN puzzle. So I've already uploaded different kind of examples for this KENKEN puzzle. So I hope you could watch that and try to study the different exercises there. Okay. So KENKEN puzzle now appear in many popular newspapers, including the New York Times and the Boston Globe. KENKEN puzzles are similar to Sudoku puzzles. So for those who are playing Sudoku puzzles, maybe you could relate with this KENKEN puzzle. But they also require you to perform arithmetic to solve the puzzle. So for this arithmetic, we're just going to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So let's study the rule for solving a KENKEN puzzle. So for a 3x3 puzzle, fill in each box of the grid with one of the numbers 1, 2, or 3. For a 4x4 puzzle, fill in each square of the grid with one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. So therefore, for a n by n puzzle, fill in each square of the grid with one of the numbers 1, 2, 3 up to n. So if we're going to use a 5 by 5 puzzle, we can use numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we're going to use a 9 by 9 puzzle, we can use the numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I hope you understand that rule for this KENKEN puzzle. Another important rule here is that do not repeat a number in any row or column. So we have to keep it in mind that um, there shouldn't be any repeating numbers in any column or in any rows. So I'm going to show you where is our column and where is our row. So for those who have is not aware of their columns and their rows, so it is time for you to learn this properly. So the numbers in each heavily outlined set of squares are called cages. Must combine in some order to produce the target number. So here we are going to have a target number in the top left corner of the cage using the mathematical operations indicated. So if we see a target number in the top left corner of our cage, and we have to use the mathematical operation indicated there. I'm going to show you an example of this can puzzle later, and then I hope you will remember this rule that and then I'm going to show you also. I'm going to remind you the rule there. So cages with just one square should be filled in with the target number. So if we have cages with one square only, we're just going to assume, or it is given that the target number should be filled in that cage or box already. So a number can be repeated within a cage as long as it's not in the same row or column. So the important part here is that we shouldn't have any repeated number in any row or any column. So let's start. We will have this example 4 by 4 puzzle with 8 cages. So we have here the given. So from our rule, the rule wherein it says that to produce the target number in the top left corner of the cage using mathematical operation indicated. So here we have here the target number. Here we have here the target number. Here, 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 and here. So here, our target number here is 6. And the mathematical operation indicated here is multiplication. So we are going to multiply. Here also, we are going to identify this is the cages that we are saying for this uh, target number. So the cage for this target number is these 3 boxes. For this target number, we have here this cage where it is composed of 2 boxes. We have here the target number and the mathematical operation indicated, and the cage is composed of 2 boxes also. We have here also the cage for this target number and the mathematical operation indicated, and we have 2 boxes for that cage. Here we have here the target number and the mathematical operation indicated. And we have this cage for this target number, and it is composed of 3 boxes. So the last target number and mathematical operation here is our target number, and it is composed of this cage and is composed of these 2 boxes. So for the other rule, cages with just one square should be filled in with the target number. So this is an example for that rule. Since we have a cage which is composed of one square or one box only, we are going to put automatically the target number here. So in solving this, I will show you how it is done. So it is like this. Since in our rule, it says that cages with just one square should be filled in with the target number. We should already put this given target number in this cage or box because it is a cage that is composed of one box only. Gets? So next, here, I wrote here all the possible combination of numbers that we can put in the cell or in the boxes. Just remember our rule that in each row and column, there shouldn't be any repeating numbers from 1 to n. And in this case, our n is 4. So this is a 4 by 4 cage or puzzle. So the numbers we can only use is from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here, I will start here in this target number 1 with a mathematical operation of subtraction. I included all my possible combination here. So if I will use 4 here, I can use 3 here. That's why I put 4 here or 3 here. Or vice versa, I can put 4 here or 3 here because 4 minus 3 is 1. Did you get that? Another possible combination is 3 and 2. I can put 3 here or 2 here or 3 here and 2 here as long as the difference is 1. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Did you get that, class? That's why I just put all the possible combination here. For the next one, I already considered this target number here, 1, since the given is 1 here with the cage given, and this cage is composed of one box. Therefore, I'm going to put this 1 here, and I'm going to consider our rule that we shouldn't have any repeating number in each column or each row. So for this one, I should avoid putting 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, or 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. That's why for this target number 8 with a mathematical operation of x, since what number could we use for us to have a product of 8? We can use 4 times 2. Since we have 3 boxes here, we need to include also 1. So 4 times 2 times 1 is equal to 8. But the the idea here is that we shouldn't put the number 1 in this box or this box because we are going to break the rule that says that we shouldn't have any repeated numbers. So that's why I put the number 1 here. And then I put the number 4 here and 4 and 2 here because I could put 2 here or 4 here and vice versa. That's why I put only the possible combination. So did you get that for this target number? Next, we have our target number 7 and the mathematical operation of addition. So what numbers could we add so that it could give us 7? Remember that we are using a 4 by 4 puzzle. That's why we can only use 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we can use 4 plus 3 to have a sum of 7. That's why I put the possible combination here, 4 and 3. 4 and 3 because I can put 4 here or 3 here or vice versa. I can put the 3 here and I can put the 4 here. It will be dependent on the rule later on because always remember that our rules is saying that we shouldn't have any repeated number in each column and each row. Gets? So next, here for our for our rule that for a target number with that is consists of one cage and a one box or one cell, we are just going to copy it. That's why I put the 2 here. Now, for the target number 12 and a mathematical operation of multiplication, we can only use 4 and 3 again because this is a 4 by 4 again class. This is a 4 by 4 puzzle. That's why we can only use 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the combination of 4 times 3 will give us the product of 12. That's why I put 4 and 3 here, 4 and 3 here, because either of them, I can put the 4 here, 3 here, or the 4 here, and then 3 here. I just think of it, class, that I'm just putting all my possible combination. And then later on, I'm going to use my uh, deductive reasoning or my judgment on this so that I could solve the puzzle. So next, we will have this for the target number here is 4 and the mathematical operation is multiplication. And then I use the combination of 4 and 1. Why do you think that I didn't use the combination 2 and 2? Because if we are going to put the possibility of 2 times 2 here, it is going to break our rule that that is saying that we shouldn't have any repeated number. Wala daw mauulit sa mga column or mga row natin. So pag naglagay ako ng 2 dyan, if I'm going to put 2 here, possible combination of 2 times 2. So 2 and 2 here is repeated. So it is going to break our rule that there shouldn't be any repeating number. So in column 1, if I'm going to put 2 here and then I'm going to put 2 in this cell, it will break our rule. Did you get that? So I wrote only the combination of 4 and 1. So I can put the 4 here and the 1 here. But if you're going to check in this row, 1 here is not possible because we already have 1, the number 1 here in this row. So later on, I'm going to reduce this possible combination. So for our last target number, which is 6, and the mathematical operation indicated is multiplication, then we have 3 boxes for this cage. So think of the combination numbers that would give us the product of 6. So 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. So I just put all the combination here. 3 times 2 times 1, 3 times 2 times 1, because I can put the 1 here, the 3 here, the 2 here. It will depend on how I'm going to solve this later on. But you already know that we have 2 here, so I cannot use the 2 in this box. But later on, we're going to reduce these possible combinations. So I'm going to start with this 7 as our target number. We can only have 3 plus 4 in this combination, right? So I'm going to choose 3 to put here and then 4 in this one. And then later on, we are going to check if we are still following our rule. So next, I'm going to manipulate this target number 1, and the indicated operation is subtraction. So since I use the number 4 here in this column, if you will check, I have a possible combination or number here of 4, 3, 2. But since I already use the number 4 in this column, I'm going to remove that possible number. So I'm left with 3 and 2. Since 3 minus 2 would still give me 1, I can use that. Then I have this as my possible combination, 3 and 2. So I'm just going to decide where I will put the 2 and where I will put the 3. So if I'm going to put 2 in this cell, pag dito ko nilagay yung cell na yun, class, may possibility na magka-error ako kasi pwedeng 2 din dito eh. So dun muna ako sa pinaka-safe. Ilagay ko na yung 2 dito. Since wala naman akong nakikitang magtuto dito sa row na to, since I'm not seeing any chances of me getting another 2 in this row, so I'm putting my 2 for this target number in this box. Gets? Since hindi ko naman na kailangang wala naman akong nakikitang possibility na lalagyan ko ng number 2 dito sa mga box na to for this row, sa row na to, dito ko na ilalagay yung 2. Mamimili na nga ako eh. Dito na lang para mas maliit yung chances ng error, 'di ba? Naisip niyo 'yun? Okay? So if I'm going to check the column 4, pag chinek ko 'yan, parang goods pa rin naman, 'di ba? May 4, may 1, may 3, may 2. So walang nauulit. So continue pa rin natin since wala pang error. We're going to continue this since we're not having an error for this column. So next, we're going to manipulate here. The target number is 8 and the mathematical operation is multiplication. So I'm going to check first. If I will use 2 here in this box, I will be breaking our rule that there shouldn't be, wala dapat nauulit sa mga column or mga row, di ba? Pag naglagay ako ng 2 dito, mabe-break na yung rule. I will be breaking the rule if I put 2 here because we already have 2 in this row. So if I'm going to put 2 here, I will be breaking it. So error, hindi natin na-solve yung puzzle. We will not be solving the puzzle correctly. So I'm going to put the 4 here and then 2 here. See, I put the 4 here and then I put the 2 here. So we are still good with this. Column 4, 4, 1, 3, 2. Column 3, 3, 4, 2, 1. So let's move to the other target number. We are going to move here in 12. The target number is 12 and the mathematical operation is multiplication. Since I already put 3 in this, I already put 3 in this box, I will be manipulating this combination by putting the 4 here, or 4 here either. 4 here, and then 3 here. Because if I'm going to put 3 here, then I'm already breaking our rule. Right? So, I'm just going to try to put the 4 here and then 3 here. Then, are we still good? Yes, I think we're still good with this. There is no repeated number. So let's move. Let's move to the next target number, which is this. The target number is 4 and the mathematical operation is multiplication. So since I already put 4 here, I'm not going to put my 4 in this box because if I put 4 here, we are going to break our rule again that there shouldn't be, wala dapat nauulit na number sa each row and each column. So for this one, I'm going to put my 4 here and 1 here. Another one also is that if I'm going to use 1 in this box, pag ginamit ko yung 1 dito, eh di ba sure na to na 1 siya dito? Hindi na natin, ito sure na to na sagot natin yung rule natin, di ba, na pag ganito yung given, may target number, tas isa lang yung cage, yung cage natin is isa lang na box, dito na siya. Ito na yun, matic na siya. So pag nilagay ko pa ng 1 dyan, edi brinake ko yung rule, di ba? Na wala dapat mauulit na number. So dito ko nilalagay yung 1, di ba? So I'm going to put the 1 here and then the 4 here. Okay, last number. So our last target number is 6. So are we still good with this one? Let us check. For row 4, we have 4, 3, 1, 2. And for row 3, we have 1, 4, 2, 3. So we're still good. So let's move on to this last target number. We have a combination of 3 times 2 times 1. So class, if I'm going to put 1 here, it would give us an error because I already have 1 here in this one, in this box. So if I'm going to use 1 here, we will be breaking our rule for this column. Dalawa na yung 1 niya pag naglagay tayo ng 1 dito. So I'm going to avoid the 1, I'm going to avoid putting the 1 here in this column. So where should I put the 1? Here. I'm going to put the 1 here. If I have 1 here, 1, 2, 4, 3, so we're still good. So we are left with the number 3 and number 2. If I'm going to put 3 here, then this row will be experiencing or will be breaking our rule because 3 and 3 here is repeated. So I'm not going to use the 3 here. If I'm going to use the 2 here, it will be the same. I'm going to break the rule that there shouldn't be any repeated number, 2 here and 2 here. That's why I'm going to put the 3 here and then the 2 here. See? I'm going to put the 3 here and then the 2 here. Then let us check if we have any repeated number for each column and each row. So for column 1, 2, 3, 1, 4. Column 2, 1, 2, 4, 3. Column 3, 3, 4, 2, 1. Then for column 4, we have 4, 1, 3, 2. So there's no repeated number, right? So let's check with our rows. Row 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 3, 2, 4, 1, 1, 4, 2, 3, and 4, 3, 1, 2. So there is no repeated number. So do you think we solved the puzzle, guys? Class? Yes. So our final answer here is this one. So did you remember how we solved this? You should be familiar with our rule and how we solve this. We use possible numbers first, and then we write the target number that is given with only one box for a cage like this and this. And then we try to write all the possible combinations for the target number. So class, just finish this video, read the uploaded file, and then can you please watch the other videos that I will be uploading, because they are going to be at the other examples for the logic puzzle and this KENKEN puzzle. So I hope you watch those because you don't know, maybe I will be getting your quiz from there. So pag walang makukuha sa finals, bagsak ka, usapan yan, mag-aaral kayo. Okay, bye.